Today I am going to teach you the topic distance and displacement. This video is by RBA Educational Academy. Please viewers, I request you to watch the video from the beginning till end. Now, I will define distance. How we can define distance? Distance is the path covered by the object in motion irrespective of the direction of path. Here the most important thing, what is the distance? The total path covered by the object in motion irrespective of direction. Now suppose if we start from a point A, if a body start from a point A and this body has to reach point B, it can travel in a straight direction. It can travel from point A to B in a straight direction. So suppose a person is traveling from point A, it wants to reach point B in a straight direction. Now this body can reach in zigzag way also, zigzag manner also, like this also, in many ways. Now distance is the total path covered by object in motion irrespective of direction. If we see in case 1 here, okay, the direction is not in a particular the body is not moving in a particular direction. Here the direction of the body is different and it goes down, the direction changes, again the person moves up, so there is continuous change in direction. So here we do not consider, when we talk about distance, we do not consider direction. Therefore we can say that it is a scalar quantity. It has only magnitude without any direction. The total path covered by the body. Suppose this path covered, suppose the path covered is equal to 20 meters. So we can write S is equal to 20 meters. Here we are taking the unit as meter, 20 meters. Now, here we do not consider the direction, but when we take the second case, okay, this was about the distance. Now, but if we consider these 2 points A and B, and if the body moves in a straight direction, if it travels in a straight direction from one point to another point, okay, so here we have both magnitude. Suppose the distance S is equal to 10 meters. Previously while explaining distance I told 20 meters. Here I will put one arrow also. This arrow tell us that is a particular direction. So it has both magnitude and direction. Therefore displacement we call it as a scalar quantity. Displacement is defined as the total change in object position along with the direction. So here the total change in object position along with total change in object position along with the direction. So when you move from one place to another place, everything changes. Suppose point A is in your home. Suppose point A is in your home and point B is the crowd present outside your home. So when you move from one place to another place, the complete surrounding changes. So change in position means the surrounding also changes, but it has a particular direction. We are moving in a particular direction. So displacement is defined as a change in the object's position along with direction of motion, or you can say the shortest path traveled by the body. The shortest path traveled by the body, that is known as what we call as uh, displacement. It is a vector quantity. Now distance, it can be positive, it can never be zero or negative. What we are saying here is be careful what I am speaking. You should listen very carefully. It can only be positive. Yes. When we move from one point, any one point to any other point, suppose from P, I take a point P, I take a point Q, and I'm moving like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and reaching point Q. I am moving, I'm traveling along this path. So I'm moving distance. It has magnitude. So we can say the value is positive, but it cannot be, it never be, it cannot be zero or negative. Okay, it's not, we cannot say it cannot become zero. You move some distance from here to here, you travel, you walk some distance, or you move by car, you are traveling some distance, so it is always positive. Okay, it cannot be zero or it cannot be below zero, so keep this in mind. Okay, so distance is a scalar quantity. It can only be positive, it can never be negative or zero. But when we talk about displacement, here the scene is a little bit different. I will tell you how. How can the displacement become zero? Suppose, what I should say, suppose if I take a number line, and suppose this is the beginning, that is 0. If I take 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I start from this point, I travel from here like this, and I reach till 4. So the distance covered, I covered here 4 units. S is equal to 4. The distance is 4. But now I will explain you displacement. Okay, if the person returns, if the person go in this direction 0 to 4, and the person comes back again from 4 to 0, then the distance will be 4 plus 4, distance cover is 8. But when we talk about the displacement, when we go from 0 to 4, we take plus 4, and when he moves in opposite direction from 4 to 0, we take minus 4. We consider the direction here. So here 4 plus time minus, plus when you multiply with minus is minus 4 is equal to 0. If I move further, like minus 1 and minus 2, suppose. So I am erasing this distance. Now I am explaining to you only the displacement. Here minus 1, here minus 2. So this person started from 0, it moved to 4. I have taken 4. Okay, but suppose this person returns. Okay, it turns back again from 4. Okay, it moves back to 0. Then again it continues the journey and it reach minus 2. this point. So how many steps it moves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It moves 6 steps in opposite direction. So 4 plus minus 6, that is 4 plus time minus is minus 4 minus 6. When we subtract, okay, we see the bigger number minus the smaller number. 6 minus 4 is 2. Sign of bigger number here is minus, so minus 2. So displacement, we say minus 2. So displacement can be negative, displacement can be 0, displacement can be positive. If we consider that the previous person move and stop at 4, displacement is 4, distance is also 4, but when it moves back again, reach the same point in the straight direction, the sign become opposite. Plus 4, it become minus 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. When a body, that means you can say when a body start from a point and come back to the same point, okay, then the displacement will be 0. Now I am going to show you the explain you the concept of distance and displacement by taking the right angle triangle. So here I have taken right angle triangle. This box small square here, this indicates how many degrees, boys? It indicates 90 degrees, and in right angle triangle this will always be opposite to the longest side, which is known as hypotenuse. Suppose I take this point as A, this point as B, and this point as C. Suppose we are traveling in a car and we have to reach point C. So if you want to find out how you can travel in your car from point A to point C, yeah, this is the shortest path traveled by the body. This will give you AC, means displacement. AC. AC is what? AC gives you displacement. I can say S above, I'll put arrow. That is shortest path traveled by a body. But if I want to calculate the distance, I have to find out if we move in car from A to B. Suppose it is 3 kilometer. Then from B again we'll move to point C. Suppose this is 4 kilometer. So the distance covered by the body is AB, that is 3 kilometer, plus BC, that is 4 kilometer. 3 plus 4, that is nothing but 7 kilometer. The distance is 7 kilometer. This is denoted by S, that is distance. We say distance is 7 kilometer. But what about the displacement? Distance is equal to 7 kilometer. Okay, so the total path covered by a body, here we do, if the direction, we change the direction, okay, we move in this direction, then again we change the direction, okay, so this is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. And what is the total distance covered? Total path covered 3 kilometer plus 4 kilometer, it is equal to 7 kilometer. But this is not the case of displacement. Displacement means the shortest path covered by the body. So we move from point A to C directly. We do not take this path A to B, that is 3 kilometer, and B to C 4 kilometer. Not like this. We will move directly from A to C. So we can find this value AC. This AC, how we can find? By using the Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem says that the square on hypotenuse, the square on the longest path AC, is equal to the sum. Sum means we will add. What will add? The square of other two sides. That means we will add square of AB plus square of BC. Now boys, see, what is AB? What is the value of AB? 3 kilometers. Okay, 3 square plus what is BC? 4. 4 square. 3 square means we multiply 3 two times. When we see the power 2, that means the base is multiplied 2 times. 3 multiply with 3 is 9, of course. Like that, 4 multiply with 4 is 16. When you add 9 and 16 is 25. This is AC square, my boys. Remember, this is not our answer. Our answer will be AC. So when we remove square from AC, from left hand side, we'll get a square root on right hand side. That is square root of 25. The calculator will give you the answer is 5. But how we get that? We get 25 can be written as 5 times 5. 5 multiplied with 5. The square root will be 5 kilometer. So distance is 3 plus 4, 7 kilometer. It is a long path. And the shortest path, what we get? We get shortest path as 5 kilometer. Still, some boys, they will get confused. How you get out of 2 to 5? So why you have taken 1 5 out of the root? They will get confusion in this part because they lack the basic information. 5 multiply with 5 we can write as 5 square. This radical sign root means the value of this square root is in the power, it is equal to half. That means 5 power of 2. We multiply this power 2 times 1 over 2. This 2 and 2 get cancelled. 5 to the power of 1. That is nothing but 5. That is 5 kilometer. Displacement is the shortest path and it has a particular direction. So therefore it is a vector quantity. Now suppose I start from this point. So I want to complete a circle. Suppose I complete a circle. Now I am moving in this direction, boys. I started from this point. Now I covered the whole circle. I move along this path and reach again to the same point. Now I will ask you what is the distance and what is the displacement. So think for a minute till I write here what is the distance and what is the displacement. Do you have any idea? I just explained you displacement. Now remember the definition of distance. What is the distance? And what I told you about the distance. Distance can be positive, it cannot be zero, or it cannot be negative. So we are traveling here in the form of circle. We are covering a circle. So what is the circumference of circle? Circumference of circle is 2 pi r. The total distance traveled by the person is circle. So when we move along the circle, the perimeter or the circumference is 2 pi r. So distance traveled is 2 pi r. And we start from this point and we reach the same point. Therefore, we can say the displacement is 0. What is the displacement? 0. When a body starts from a point, travel and reach the same point again, then the displacement will be 0. Okay, suppose I start from a point and I complete a semicircle. Now suppose I start from a point and move along this direction. I'm moving along this direction. So a person starts from this point and he moves along this direction and he reaches this point. Okay, he started from A and he reached point B. What is the distance? Distance is What is the distance, boys? Till the time I write, just tell me what is the distance and what is the displacement. I want to know from you what is the distance and what is the displacement. So, boys, distance. When we talk about distance, distance is we move from this point in the curved path from point A to B. That is semicircle. We are taking semicircle. We are talking about semicircle. When we cover a circle, the total distance is circumference 2 pi r. When we say semi, we divide by 2. 2 pi r divided by 2, that is nothing but distance is pi r. But when we talk about the displacement, the shortest path, see, we start from here, this point A, and we reach point B. Okay, so this is the diameter. Okay, what is the diameter? From here to here, radius is r. Here to here, center to this point, radius is r. So diameter is nothing but twice of radius. So displacement is diameter, that is nothing but r plus r. So the displacement of the body is 2r. The shortest path in a particular direction, a vector. Displacement is a vector quantity. It has both magnitude and direction. Distance does not have the direction, it has only magnitude. So distance of semicircle, in case of semicircle, the distance is pi r and the displacement is 2r. And in case of circle, the distance is 2 pi r and displacement is 0. So remember now, these are the differences of distance and displacement. So thanks for watching the video by RV Educational Academy. I request you to please like, share and subscribe.